Welcome. My name is Lew White, and I'm a heretic. I don't go along with the normal teaching authorities, and I expose the errors. Well, next year, I don't know when you're watching this, but in the year 2025, in the 6th Roman month, there's going to be a big celebration in all Christianity. For the Council of Nicea will be 1,700 years old. And Constantine is the guy that did the thing. And I've made these wanted posters because he's guilty of a lot of criminal things, but he's still controlling the world. And some of the things we're going to discuss today, I'm going to switch the screen around like I usually do in recent videos, so you can see what I'm referring to. And it's all about changing time. And that's there's a free article that you can get. It's a four-page tract called Changing Time, and it involves the seventh day of the week being, no longer a day of rest, but the first day of the week, and how that happened. And of course, the seventh day is mentioned in another tract and several others. And there's a tract called the Sabbath Mark. And that's a 4-page tract too, which you can get at torazone.net. And there's a book, it's a small booklet really, it's called Sunday Origins. And on it, I've got sort of a design that the sun worshippers used called the crux. See, it's designed as a Celtic crux to the Druids, but sun worship's main symbol, the symbol of the beast, the image of the beast, has always been a controlling icon called a crux. And that is encircled by a flaming sun, which is a sign of the Jesuits, who are the enforcers, or the ones that were the military force in response to the Reformation. So you can get this book at torazone.net too. But you can also get it anywhere in the world at Amazon.com. And I might put it up on eBay too, so that other people can get it. You pay a little higher shipping for eBay, but people do have to use that. So I'm going to switch this around and let you see what this discussion is really all about. The 1700th anniversary of the Nicene Council. Hold on. All right then, we're here. At the beginning of time, when was the Sabbath day, the Shabbat, the day of rest, ordered by in the first week of creation, actually, when Yahuwah rested? And Hebrews 4 refers to it also, that we rest as he rested. Well, the 71 times the Shabbat day is mentioned between what they call Matith Yahud to Revelation, as people refer to as the NT, is not just any day we may choose. It is the seventh day of every week, all the way back to the first week at creation. Constantine in 321 CE and the Council of Laodicea in 370 CE decreed the day of rest throughout the Roman Empire to be the first day of every week. So Yahuwah said the seventh day, but Constantine and the Roman councils say that it's the first day that we're to rest as Christians. Christianity and all the councils and creeds it enforced for its followers promotes the idea that the commandments of Yahuwah can be altered. Well, Yahusha is not a Christian, but is the master of the Shabbat, the Creator himself. His followers are obedient only to him, not Constantine. And this is a first page of the article I refer to called Shabbat Mark, the seventh day Shabbat Mark. The Creator said 6 days work is done, and the seventh is a Shabbat of rest, set apart to Yahuwah. Everyone doing work on the Shabbat day shall certainly be put to death. And the children of Yisrael shall guard the Shabbat to observe the Shabbat throughout their generations as an everlasting covenant between me and the children of Yisrael. It is a sign forever. For in 6 days Yahuwah made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day he rested and was refreshed. Now that's Exodus, or Shemot, 31, 15 through 17. All right. Now the seventh day is the first of Yahuwah's appointed times, at Leviticus 23, verse 3. And it's an everlasting sign, or mark. The Council of Laodicea said Christians should not Judaize and should not be idle on the Sabbath, but should work on that day. They should, however, particularly reverence the Lord's Day. Now that's something we're going to cover, and where that originated and what it really means. And if possible, not work on it because they are Christians. Because they are Christians. That's a reason? Huh? And that's the Council of Laodicea, Canon 29. In 365 or 370 or so, in the Common Era. These words of men specify the Sabbath to be a day of work and to reverence the Lord's Day, also known as the Day of the Sun, Sunday. The Hebrew word Baal is defined as Lord. You can look it up. It's concordance number H1167. Just plug that into your browser or your search engine. That's H1161. No, H1167, excuse me. That's Bel, actually correctly spelled. Beth, Ayin, Lamed. That's H1167. It is defined as Lord. Okay. So we serve the one that we obey. We're the servant of the one that we obey. Do you not know that to whom you present yourselves servants for obedience, you are the servants of the one whom you obey, whether of sin to death or of obedience to righteousness? Romans 6, verse 16. As for me and my house, we serve Yahuwah. But Yahuwah blessed the seventh day and set it apart. And this is what this first page of this tract will show you. Now, concerning the 1700th anniversary of the Nicene Council that was originally in 325 CE, it was actually a couple of years. It went into the Roman 326, the year 2. In the Roman month of June 2025, Constantine's Council of Nicea will be celebrating its 1700th year, controlling the world with its heretical creed. Constantine's Edict of Constantine in 321 CE was instituted to honor Sol Invictus. Now that's just a title. It means the unconquerable sun. Ordering shops to close on the first day of each week. And today it's called Sunday. And here's our buddy Constantine and his deity, the sun deity, walking side by side on a coin. And we consider him to be an outlaw. He's a lawless person for crimes against the everlasting covenant. He altered the Sabbath to his Sunday in 321. He also had some other problems with his temper. And he was the architect of Catholicism, because all the Caesars were actually they were popes, because they were fathers of the empire, father, pater, whatever. And Constantine was not considered to be anything but an emperor. You know, he wasn't called a Caesar, but he was still inheriting the pattern of Rome, and he had the curia, the cardinals, and all of them already intact from the previous Caesars, the sun worshippers. It's a culture of divination. if you bump into him, he may be demonically possessed. Of course, we know he's dead. When we hear the term Sunday, it refers back to the previous sun worshippers of ancient cultures who employed sun pillars and cruxes, among many other things. India calls the first day Ravi Vara, meaning Lord's Day. To them, Ravi refers to the sun deity, Surya. This strong delusion is making the masses believe a lie. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next exciting video.